Hello everybody. This week's Torah portion is Parashas Naso. Naso talks about the mitzvah of doing Teshuva. Teshuva means repentance, to return to one's true self, to return to Hashem. Basically it entails 3 steps: to admit that a person has done the wrong thing, to regret doing the wrong thing, and making a commitment for the future. Very interestingly though, that the mitzvah of Teshuva, the mitzvah of repentance, is found within the context of a person doing Teshuva for stealing. The source of Teshuva, right, is found within the mitzvah of doing Teshuva for stealing. And the question is why? Of all the different mitzvahs, why is the Torah's example doing Teshuva for stealing? So my Rebbe, my teacher, Rabbi Eliezer Gifter, once gave me the following beautiful answer. He said, the truth is that whenever a person does Teshuva, whenever a person returns to Hashem and repents, they're really repenting for stealing. Why is that? So let's say, for example, I was the administrator of a charitable foundation. This foundation's goal is to help people in need, to help with housing, to help with job assistance. And let's say the budget of the foundation is $10 million. So I'm certainly entitled to a certain salary, but if I use the foundation's allocation, use it for myself, right? If I misuse it other than the purposes of the foundation, that's theft. The truth is, say our sages, that all existence is really belongs to Hashem, and all that we have is really assigned to us to help in some way to perfect our character and help perfect the world. All our resources, all our money, all that we have is really given to us so we can use to help perfect the world and perfect our character. Of course, we're entitled to take a salary from it, but if we use the world not for its purpose, for its charitable purpose, to help perfect the world and improve our character, then we're misappropriating it. We're changing its allocation from its true purpose to selfish purposes, and that's really a form of theft. So the same way that if I would use the foundation's money for myself, when I use the world for a purpose other than refining our character and helping to perfect the world, I'm actually stealing, right? Stealing from Hashem, stealing from the true owner of the world, and stealing from its true purpose. That's why every teshuva, every repentance is always about repentance for a misappropriation, for theft. I want to share with you a beautiful story about Rabbi Gifter that conveys this idea of not misappropriating something that it was designated for. Rabbi Gifter, who lived in Cleveland, was once invited to his student's wedding. So the student's parents sent him a check to fly in to New York for this wedding. So Rabbi Gifter flew into the wedding, and then a week later, Rabbi Gifter sent the parents a check for about half the airline fare. And then he wrote the following letter. He said, I'm returning you the money because although I came in for the wedding, while I was here I did some business for the yeshiva, and therefore because I used this ticket for purposes other than it was designated for, it's only appropriate for me to pay you back for this ticket. And therefore he paid back half the ticket because he felt that he shared the ticket for purposes other than it was allocated for. That was the honesty that Rabbi Gifter had. So I'll learn this lesson about being honest in all our dealings, being honest with ourselves, being honest with Hashem. Let's all have a very beautiful Shabbos.